Hello, this is Tree Hugger Dude. I'm just making a quick review on a book that I read, Alone, Alive, and Well by Barbara Powell. Um, uh, I really enjoyed this book. I felt like it was really insightful. It's art, I think, being able to write a book that helps people learn how to be how to take better care of themselves emotionally, how to be emotionally autonomous, how to develop emotional intelligence, self-awareness, etc. It's such an art to be able to book like that without coming across as like preachy or doing it in a way that feels unnatural or forced. So I think that Miss Powell's book was very insightful. It had a lot of really good tips on how to not be emotionally dependent on somebody else, how to really find a sense of contentment, a sense of satisfaction and stability just on your own. So she talked about how we can get a sense of community in places maybe that we hadn't really thought of before. We could get a sense of community just simonizing and reinforcing the relationship we have with family, which is kind of obvious. We could get a sense of community from our work environment, the colleagues that we work with, we spend the majority of our time with. We could get it through the spiritually rewarding aspects of organized religion, especially if we get very involved with it and participate. Just being comfortable with ourselves, just knowing ourselves, knowing the activities that make us feel good, the hobbies that really make us feel alive, just being able to get to know ourselves better, identify those activities, and pursue them. I feel like all her tips are really sound and kind of helped me on my journey being single. It helped me reminding me of all the things that I'm doing that are making me feel like I don't need to necessarily be dating somebody. I think it's dangerous to come to a relationship. I think it's a dangerous mentality in general to just think that, my happiness isn't complete until I meet somebody else and until I start a relationship with this person. I need to be somebody's husband, be somebody's wife, be somebody's father, be somebody's mother. I need to have that role before I can have like a fully emotionally satisfied life. I think that's a really dangerous mentality to have, and this book definitely kind of reminds the reader that you can be happy by yourself. You can be happy single. You can be happy focusing on your own life, focusing on your own experiences. And if you meet somebody along the way, you can definitely explore that, but you don't need it. It's not like you need it to be happy, and that's always a healthy message to reinforce. And I really like the way that Barbara got to it, the way that she illustrated it through her insight, through her experience, because she was a clinical psychologist for many years. That being said, I think that at times the book is a little bit dated because it was written in the 80s, before the advent of social media. So sometimes I feel like when she talks about I don't know, like for example, she talks about how there are singles events at major churches and how that's a great way that people connect, and how people also connect volunteering and stuff. Well, I think that that's all still valid. I also think that social media has kind of not completely changed the landscape, but it's definitely influenced the landscape greatly. So the book is a little bit dated. But that being said, the major points that she touches upon, they all stay relevant to me. They're all really good. And I really enjoyed this book. I think anybody would really enjoy this book. Anybody who wants to get to know themselves better, wants to learn how to be happier, more stable, more healthy. Anybody interested in self and creation really enjoyed this book, so I would definitely recommend it. It's a good book. It's an old book, but a good one. So just check it out if you have the time and the interest. Okay, and yes, this has been my reflection on Barbara Powell's book, which is Alone, Alive, and Well. And let me know what you think in the comments below.